Because somebody online asked for this. Sometimes when you ask for things, you get them.
Oh my God, I love you!
When you ask for things, you don't get them. And that sucks, but that's part of life, so... I'm 36 years old, trying to figure out most days what being a man means. I don't drink, fight, or love. But these days, I find myself wanting to do all three. And I don't really have a favorite color anymore, but I did when I was a kid. And back then, that color was blue. And back then, I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut, an architect, an artist, a secret agent, a ranger for the World Wildlife Fund, and a hobo. And when I was 6 years old, I used to always throw my clothes in my blue and yellow plastic and vinyl Hot Wheels car-carrying suitcase and run away to beneath the dining room table. I've made out with more girls than I wish that I've had, and not nearly as many as I would like to. I've been in love 3 or 4 times, so I hope I don't try that anymore. And I spend most days making pictures or thinking about making pictures or masturbating or thinking about masturbating. And I dream too much, and I don't write enough, and I'm trying to find God everywhere. Trying to figure out this thing he made called a man. And the television tells me that being a man is bare-knuckled bombing, and if I drove a tank or was a movie star, my penis would be huge, and that's what I want, because that's what being a man means, or at least that's what they keep telling you. My pops takes care of us. He puts the garbage out twice a week. He drives 45 minutes to water flowers. I'm sitting on the bus when a 7-year-old boy carrying a book of Robin Hood, he sits down next to me and he asks me my name. Anise, that's a nice name, thank you. What's yours? Quentin. Anise, do you want to read with me? So tell me what my fists keep writing. My fingers open up like gates when I type and the wind is swinging in the wake. I lift bridges with poems and forests grow in my mother's eyes. I'm looking for God, Quentin. While this world tries to forget you for trying. For this world, Quentin, it hates your eyes for they are small and pure. And Quentin, this world hates your fingers. Little like the stems of flowers for not being able to pick up the things that you've left behind just because you are still learning to do so. I don't drink, fight, or fuck, but these days, Quentin, it's only 2 out of those 3 that I don't do. And I've fallen in love 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, Quentin. So I don't want to, but I still do. And I want to find God in the morning and in the tired hands of dusk at the mouth of the river and down by its feet. But instead, I drive 60 through residential streets, praying to hit a child that may stay forever full of night and life and crayons and simple outstretched limbs, trying to pick up way too much, way too fast, forgetting what it means to be a person in a world where egos are measured with tabloids, where automobiles double for morals, where beliefs are like naps, you're leaving them behind when somebody touches you. And in a place where oil always seems to take precedence over life, I find myself sitting on a bus, watching a small boy float down like fresh water, carrying a book that I used to, asking if I want to see what he sees, if only for a little while, and I do. And then asks if I want to give to him what I see, if only for a little while, and I read to him. And it says to me, he's going to show me the world himself, and starts reading me the sentences, his hands dancing back and forth across the pages, stumbling over words, skipping whole lines because the fingers are moving faster with the showing his eyes. I want to tell him, slow down, Quentin. Slow down. You don't have to touch and go. You can see it all if your finger whispers on one word. Slow down and hold what you see just a little while longer, for the world full of fast faces. I'm looking for God everywhere, trying to figure out a little better this little thing he made called a man. Thank you very much. I'm going to do one more poem for you, and then I'm going to get back to some music, melodic, rocking and rolling, and sweet deliciousness. High-five me with your hearts. High-thousand me with your hearts. I know you have many of them. We all love many things. I love little pancakes. I love biscuits. I fucking love cheeseburgers. I love more than just things that I put in my mouth. I love my wife. Sometimes I put my wife's shoulder in my mouth. Sometimes My wife, she's annoyed by this. But my wife still loves me back. Some things which I love do not love me back. Random racist man upon the street. While your rhetoric may anger me, I still have love for you, though I doubt you will love me back. Walrus, I love you. Though were I to be around you, you would probably gore me with your tusks. Perhaps this is not a good example, as the wild unknowing of wild creatures is not the same as not loving something back. Perhaps also because I do not actually love the walrus, but simply mention him because there's a small figurine of a walrus on the coffee table as I write this poem. I do love the elephant, though. I love the elephant. She too would probably gore me with her tusks. Again, not out of unlove, but perhaps fear. I do not love fear, but I respect him, in that he loves me, testing how well I carry the sword of my intent through the land of the Midnight Farm. The Midnight Farm is a scary place. There are perhaps serial killers and or possums living in its darkness. Serial killers may love me, but in no way I wish to be loved. Their love may involve the removal of my skin and the wearing of it out to the club. Possums may love me, but I do not love the possum. In fact, I hate the possum, simply because of how ugly the possum is. I realize that, yes, this is a shallow reason to dislike something, so I'm trying, possum. I am trying to not love you so much. Instead, possibly just be ambivalent to your existence, like Florida drivers. But damn, I want to hate you, son. Like I hate the thought of bee stings, black people, and beans. I put black people right there just to see if you were paying attention. I love black people! I love white people! Though sometimes I find both of them to be trifling. Don't get me wrong. One of my only mothers is black. One of my only wives is white. But damn it, we humans aren't some trifling animals at times. But still, I love you, you mountains of trifle and futility, of perseverance, of lightness, of incessant rowing towards the sun, even while facing it, moving backwards, wondering why there is no forward momentum. Turn around. Look at my many hands, holding up my many hearts in a mini high-five salutation to you, James Brown, Paul Newman, Orlando. So many things in this world I love. Rising with the sun, sleeping in late. Little pancakes. My wife's shoulders. Thank you very much.